I used to think I was good at multitasking. I could check my messages, send an email, and still be present with my kids. I told myself, I'm still here. I can hear them. I can see them. But what I didn't realize was that hearing isn't the same as listening. Seeing isn't the same as noticing. Being in the same room isn't the same as being there. I have 2 daughters. They're almost 3 and 5. If you've ever had kids this age, you know this is the wild, messy, magical stage. Blocks on the floor, crayon marks on the table, and 100 little voices in the span of a day. It's chaos. But it's the kind of chaos you'll miss someday. And I was missing it. While it was happening right in front of me, I'd stand in the kitchen, phone in my hand, thumbs scrolling. I'd tell myself, I'm just checking something real quick. And while I was doing that, my girls were playing in the living room, laughing, dancing, asking each other questions only kids understand. Sometimes they'd call my name, and I'd answer without looking up. Other times, I didn't answer at all. Maybe you've done this too. You look down for just a second, but that second becomes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour. And when you finally look up, the moment is gone. The story they were telling is over. The game they were playing has moved on without you. I told myself it was fine, that I was still around, that I could make it up to them later. But here's the truth I didn't want to admit. Later doesn't always come, not with little kids. They move on, they grow, they stop asking. One afternoon, I was sitting at the kitchen table. My youngest walked over to me, holding a piece of paper in her hands. It was a drawing, just a stick figures holding hands. She stood there quietly, waiting for me to look. But I didn't. I kept looking at my phone. After a few seconds, she set it down in front of me and walked away. I didn't even see it until hours later, and when I did, it wasn't just that I'd missed seeing the picture, it was that I'd missed her. I'd missed the look in her eyes when she wanted to show me something she was proud of. I'd missed the little bounce in her step she gets when she's excited. I'd missed the chance to make her feel seen in that moment. And for what? Another text, another video? Something that in a week I wouldn't even remember? That night, I sat alone at the table after they went to bed, and I stared at that picture. Me and her, holding hands. In her little mind, that's who we are. That's who she wants us to be. And I had to ask myself, if she could draw me from her perspective that day, would I have been holding her hand? Or holding my phone? The next day I made a choice, not a big dramatic gesture. I didn't throw my phone in the trash. I didn't disappear from the world. I just started putting it down. On the counter, my pocket, anywhere that wasn't in my hands. And here's what I found. When you stop holding your phone, you can hold so much more. I held my daughter's hands more. I held their drawings, held onto their words, the silly ones and the serious ones. I started noticing things I'd been missing. The way my oldest tilts her head when she's asking a question. The way my youngest runs, arms flying behind her like she's trying to take off. The way they both light up when I look them in the eyes. I'm not perfect. There are still days when I slip. Days when I catch myself picking up the phone without even thinking about it. But now, notice. And when I notice, I can make a choice. Because here's the thing, I keep reminding myself. I only get one chance at these years. One chance to be the dad they remember. One day, they'll be grown. They won't ask me to play dolls. They won't draw me pictures. They won't call me daddy anymore. And when that day comes, the only thing that will matter is whether I was really there when they needed me. So here's my challenge to you, dad to dad. Put the phone down. Look up. See them. Because you will never regret the moments you gave your kids, but you will regret the ones you missed. This is dad mode. Lead with love. Live in the moment.